guess what I got? Guess what I got? Some dip kits from Mefa. I'm singing right away. All right, so let's dive into this kit. As you saw, I have three of them, and I opened all of them because I was like, are they exactly the same? Like, what is happening? So the company reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review their dip kit. And I've reviewed these types of dip kits before. So I already know that they're great. I already know that you could use it with resin. I know that you could use it with monomer. These are super cool kits. But they sent me three. I was like, what did you, like, I emailed him. I was like, so do you know you kind of sent me too many kits? And he was like, yeah, it's for your viewers. I'm telling you, nail crew, people love y'all. People love the nail crew. So this is everything that comes in the kit. And I'm so excited that he sent me two so I could have a giveaway for, you know, my everyday loving subscribers. But then I could also have one for my first responders. Yeah. So yes, guys, I love that. I love that he sent me two. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. All right, so let me show you guys all the bottles that came in the kit. This one is 00. That is the brush saver. This one is 01. That is the base. And the base is the resin, as you guys know. 03 is the activator. And then 04 is the gel top coat. However, it is the exact same one as the base. So 01 and 04 are the same thing, okay? And I know I mention that all the time with all the dip kits, but just in case you guys are new. So this is the order that it would go in. You would use the base, which is number 1, any of the powders, which is number 2, the activator, number 3, and then the gel top, which is number 4. So that's the order, and they're numbered, so it's like really, really easy to do. So anyway, I swatched everything off camera, and I'm just showing you, trying to, there we go. Okay, can you kind of see the number? Yeah, okay, you can kind of see the number. So anyway, I'm just showing you guys what the colors look like after they were swatched. And I literally just swatched it with the resin that came with the kit. You've watched me swatch dip powders before. It's nothing special. Brush on the glue, dip the stick into the powder, and voila. So I'm showing you guys the inside of the swatch stick, which is kind of what it would look like if you left it matte, right? And then the top of the swatch stick is what it would look like after you added a top coat. So just in case you like matte or just in case you like shiny, I'm just showing you guys both. Let's look at this lilac one, which I think is very pretty. This is a very soft kind of purple color. I know you guys out there love purple, and it's really pretty, really soft and pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. So even the matte side, and I'm not a fan of matte, but even the matte side looks very pretty. So there we go. And then I have just one more, which is the pink. And I saved the pink for last because you guys know I love pink. So this is what the pink looks like, shiny. Really pretty, I know. And this is what it looks like matte. It looks nice. I actually like the lilac color matte better than the pink matte. But anyway, this is what they all look like. Tell me what your favorite is. Let me turn them over. Yeah, I think this looks better than you looking at the numbers. All right, there you go. So you can see it a little bit better. All right, so tell me what your favorite color is. Of course, mine is the pink and the glitter. Of course it is. But however, I do like the lilac one too. So I'm just gonna say, don't tell me what your favorite is because you're probably gonna like them all like me. So yeah, let's just say the whole collection is dope. Let's just throw it out there. All of the colors are nice. All right, so I went ahead and added them to my swatch poll. So the name of this swatch poll is not actually a swatch poll. The company hit me up on Instagram and said, it's a swatch tree. It's a swatch tree, not a swatch poll. So I just want to go ahead and correct that, guys. It's a swatch tree. So if you search it on their website, look for swatch tree, not swatch poll. But anyway, nonetheless, I think it's absolutely dope. And I added my new colors to the swatch tree. And so the ones that I'm showing you here, these are all Mefa or Model 1's dip powders. The ones that I put to the back are from a different company. So Just didn't want you guys to get confused. All right, so here we go. Let's just play with it. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to create a very easy, very simple nail art that whoever wins one of these kits, they could just do it. Like, just to give you guys an idea, if you won this kit and you're like, I'm new to nails, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna give you guys an idea of something you could create. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I put the little tips in the tip holder, and I didn't like them going that way. Obviously you could face them frontwards or backwards, like whatever floats your boat, but for some reason I just don't like going the other way, so I'm flipping them around. And somebody out there is like, I like it better the other way. Poppycock. No, I'm just kidding. We're all different, people. We're all different. Yeah, I like it better this way. And this probably is the wrong way. This probably is not the right way to do it, but this is the way that I like it. So that's what we's gonna do. That's what we's gonna do. All right, so let's go ahead and get set up. So I have all my little colors here, and they're all nice and labeled. And so here is a clear dip powder. You could use any clear that you have, but as you can tell, this one came from a very similar kit, so that's one I'm going to use. So if this was a real person, you would buff away all the shine, right? You will put your dehydrator down, you will put your primer down, and when that's dry, then you would go in with the base. Okay, so let's assume that all that was done. So here I am starting with the base. I put a nice thin layer of the base on all the nails, and now I am going to scoop the powder right onto the nail. If you are a dipper, feel free to just dunk that nail right on in. Just dip it right on in. I really don't like to dip because it's not as even and flat. For some reason, when I scoop it on, it's flatter, it's thinner, and it just looks better for me. But you guys know what I always say, find what works for you and do it. You know what I mean? Don't let anyone steer you in a different direction. You do what makes your little heart happy. You just do what you want to do. So anyway, I like to do about 2 nails at a time. I feel like 1 nail at a time, that's a little bit slow. And any more than 2, you run the risk of the glue or the gel drying too fast. So I find like 2 nails at a time, especially with the base, is relatively like it's a good happy place to be. So anyway, that's what I did. So now all the nails are coated with the first layer. If you wanted a nice thicker layer, then add 2 layers of the base and the clear. I only added 1, but feel free to add 2 or 3. Whatever makes you happy, darling. Whatever makes you happy. All right, so here we go. Now it's time for the fun. So I brushed on the resin, and I have this little brush, Princess Nails by Diana. If you're watching, I know this brush looks familiar. Right? I know this brush looks familiar. We both got these brushes when we were in California. I'll leave a link to our whole little shopping and the fun we had at the Nail Pro show in California. I'll leave a link below. Many of you already watched that, I know. But if you're new here, hey, check it out. Link to that video will be in the description box. Diana, if you're watching, honey, have you tried out this brush yet? Have you put it in acetone? I know Diana wanted to see if this brush works in acetone. The vendor that sold it to us told her, oh yeah, honey, this works in acetone. Buy it. You'll be fine. And I told Diana, girl, don't trust that. Girl, you put your brush in acetone, it will fall apart. Oh my gosh, Diana, if you tried this brush in acetone and it's still alive today, let me know. Let me know. Other than that, I won't be trying it. Anyway, guys, so the first nail I did a triple ombre, and whenever you're doing ombre with dip powders, I find it so much easier. When you're doing an ombre with acrylics, it's when you're doing an ombre with acrylics with monomer, sometimes it's lumpy, sometimes it doesn't fade right, sometimes you brush the second color over the first color too much, and then you have to try to correct that, or you overcorrect it, and sometimes it could be a mess. It could definitely be a mess. It's definitely not a beginner skill, but when you're doing an ombre with dip powders, it's way easier and it's harder to mess up because you have a lot of control. You literally have full control. So if you are a beginner and you do not know how to do ombre, I would say You could build the nail the way that you would normally build it, whether it be with acrylic or polygel, whatever, right? Build the nail. But when it came time to add the art, and your art was an ombre, I would say do it like this. Do it like this, and then you could encapsulate it however you want. That's how I would say if you were a beginner, or if your ombres needed work, or if they just wasn't turning out right, or if you were just super, super slow. Because as you can tell, and I left that in real time, that triple ombre took literally like seconds. It really did. So that might be a good way for you guys to do ombres if you're new. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so that was the first nail. And then the second nail, I wanted it to be kind of like an airbrush look. And you know, like with the airbrush, you kind of like just spray the paint anywhere and like fill in the gaps with another color, and then take another color and fill in the gaps. Literally, that's all I did with that second finger. So that is a random sort of airbrush look, and that's the kind of look that I was going for. So now I'm speeding up the clip because I'm literally just doing the exact same thing on the last two nails. So the first two I kept in real time because it was my first time showing it. The last two I'm speeding up because it's just the same thing, literally just the same thing. So you're gonna see me do the triple ombre again. So all you do is just dip the brush into the powder, and then just take your finger and like just tap it so that the pigment falls onto the resin. That is it, guys. Like, come on, anybody could do an ombre. So this is what it looks like, and I think these colors look so good together. Look how quick and easy that nail art was, y'all. Come on. So I let it dry for a full minute. I let it dry for a full minute, and now I'm going to take my cheap brush. I got this brush from either Family Dollar or Dollar General. Family Dollar. I got it from Family Dollar, and it was $2. So you want a cheap brush. You don't want to use your good expensive brush for this, because sometimes glue will get caught into the brush. So if you have a cheap brush, that is the best one to use. So I always use this brush when I'm doing dips, okay? And another thing, guys, if you don't like, and I've had people say this, you don't like the smell of the resin. Someone said it made her eyes burn, or like the smell was too strong. Maybe you're just allergic to resin and you don't like to do resin for dips. You don't have to. You could definitely do the same thing with a base coat, a regular base coat. So whenever you see me brush on the resin or the glue, replace that with a gel base coat. I'll leave a video link below where I actually did a set of nails, a set of dip nails, but I used a gel base coat instead of resin. And at the end of the day, guys, when you do your nails, whether it's with a resin or a gel base coat, like, no one should be able to tell how you did your nails. Like, you shouldn't look at someone's hand and say, oh, she used resin, oh, she used a gel polish. Like, no one's gonna be able to tell. So figure out what works best for you, what's easier, what you could afford, what you have access to. And what is my motto? Make it work, honey. Make it work. Hello. So come on, y'all gotta make it work. Shoot. Save yourself some coins, use what you have at home, and make it work. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, anywho's, as you can tell, I'm adding my second layer, and I feel like adding that second layer like really darkened it up, and it really made the colors pop, which I love. So I think I'm going to stop at 2 layers. Now, if this is not dark enough for you, then you could add a 3rd layer. It's fine. The resin and the dip powder combination, when you sprinkle it on like this, the layers are thin. So if you want to add a 3rd layer of color, then that's fine. Sometimes I only add 1 layer of color. It just depends on how pigmented the colors you're using. So there's sometimes when you watch me dip and I'm like, oh snap, these colors are really pigmented. All I need is 1 layer. And then there are other times where it's like, you know what? I think I could get away with a 3rd layer or a 3rd coat. So really, it just depends on the product that you're using. Today, I feel like 2 layers are just very sufficient enough. These look very good. So now what I'm doing, I let it sit for a good minute. And now I'm going in with the clear again to encapsulate. All right. So just like if we were doing acrylics or polygel, just whatever. Anytime that you add a colored acrylic or a colored gel or a colored whatever, most of the time you want to encapsulate that color, so when you file or buff, it doesn't file away your art, right? So that this is no different. So I'm sprinkling on the clear, and I'm doing this exactly the same way that I did the base. All right, so pretty much that's it. Just brush it on. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the clip now because you guys got it. You guys got it. You just brush the resin or the gel base coat on and sprinkle on that clear. Now, if this was a real person, I would probably encapsulate the nails 2 to 3 times just to make sure that the nails are thick enough and strong enough. For the sake of the video and for the sake of saving my product, hello, I'm just going to encapsulate 1 time with 1 layer, okay? Because I'm not trying to waste on my products here. All right, so I went ahead and let that layer dry for a minute, and now I am brushing on the activator. So remember, the activator just makes the glue dry faster. If you don't use activator to dry your resin, then it's going to take a long time to dry because resin is a thick glue and it dries a little bit slower than like a 5-second speed glue or a regular brush on glue, something like that. Resin just takes a little bit longer to dry in most cases. That's why there is activator. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to let that sit for another minute, and I literally try to wait 30 to 60 seconds between each step, and then you file and buff. Now, I did not file and buff these nails because they really just didn't need it, but I just want to make sure you guys know, after you put the activator on, please wait about a minute for it to work, maybe even 2 minutes, just for it to really dry all the layers of glue, and then you file. All right, so now here we go. It is time for the art, and don't ask me where I got that flower from. I found it in the bottom of my nail art drawer, and I was like, oh shoot, it's pink and it looks cute. So we are going to pop her on the nail, honey. She's adorable. I had a whole bunch of them, and I don't even know where they are. I don't know if I lost them or I used them and just can't remember. But I had a whole bunch of those flowers. I think I got them from the dollar store. I really feel like they came from the dollar store in like a pack, and they were like $1. So I'm gonna go back and see if I could find some more because they're super cute. So anyway, so I have the cute little flower. Unfortunately, I could only find one, so I just popped it on. If I had more, I probably would have thrown all of them on the nail, to be honest. And I just want to add a little bling on the tips because why not, right? And it matches the bling that's in the flower. So I was like, okay, cool, that'd be really pretty. So for the middle finger, my glitter finger, I'm just going to go around the cuticle area with this bling. I feel like this was such an easy nail art look. So whenever I have the giveaway, I think I'm gonna have my next giveaway at 20K. So whenever I have my next giveaway, whoever wins, come back and watch this video, especially if you're new. Like if you're an old time dipper and you know how to dip and you just dipping all day, that's what you do, well, nah, I'm not talking to you. But if you win this kit and you're new to nails or new to dipping, then come back and watch this video and get some like little tips and tricks and ideas. Hopefully it's helpful. I just wanted to make a really easy but cute and fun nail art that I feel will be beneficial to a newbie. So hopefully somebody that wins this kit is new to dipping, because that's always fun when you get something and you're like, oh my gosh, I would have never tried it had it not been free, but now that it's free, I'm gonna try it, and then you love it. Yeah, I hope a newbie wins it. I hope. Anyway, but good luck to everybody. No shade to the old time dippers. I love you guys too. Don't get offended. All right, so remember guys, the base and the gel top are the same. And I say that all the time. So I'm not going to use the gel top. I'm going to save that and store that away. I'm not going to open it now. And I'm just going to use the base, okay? So I use the base for every step thus far because it's the same as the gel top. So no need in opening both bottles if they're the same. So guys, this is what they look like. I love them. I freaking Love this set. This collection was very, very well put together because all the colors go nicely. All the colors play nicely together. I love this. This is so pretty. I will definitely rock this set. It looks just like an airbrush. And wait for it. Booyah! It glows, y'all. It glows. This was a dope kit. The colors were bomb. There's glitters and it glows. So this is what it looks like at night and this is what it looks like in the day. Beautiful either way. This was a fun kit and this was a very fun video. The nail art was super easy, guys, and that absolutely looks like an airbrush nail design. I hope you guys really found this video informative and fun, and I hope you thought this nail art was beautiful. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Good luck to everybody. When I hit 20K, I will announce my whole giveaway and all the rules. Help me get to 20K, guys. Help me get to 20K. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.